Hey, welcome back. I just wanted to say the reason why I'm thinking about buying the condo in the Dominican Republic is purely financial, and basically it's to not to make the same mistake I made a few other times. So when I joined the military, well, I'll just go back and I'll show you. If you're young, in your 20s, and you're listening to this, please listen very carefully to everything I got to say, and you will understand that what I'm saying should apply to you, and please listen very carefully. When I joined the military, I was 20 years old, and I believe I was maybe 21, maybe 22, and there was a military magazine that came out, the Air Force Times, and it basically said you can buy a beach house on the beach, on the island of Aruba, maybe Antique, but one of the two. And I never heard of the island. I mean, I have in the geography classes, but I never had any interest going there. But it was $35,000, and at the time, $35,000 was a lot. But I probably could have saved up $2,000, $3,000, put it down payment, and made payments for the next 6 years, and had it paid off. Well, I thought I'd never go to Aruba, and I never have. But I'm sure that that beach house today is probably worth about $500,000, if not more, even just for the land itself. So I didn't buy it, so that was my mistake. While I was getting divorced, I was saving a lot of money on my tax return, and it wound up I could have bought, or I had an opportunity to buy an acre of land on Cayman Brac for $10,000 an acre on the beach. I didn't buy it because I was getting divorced and there was nothing else I could do at the time other than basically worrying about getting the divorce finalized. So I didn't buy it, and then now I know that one's worth at least $500,000 to $1 million. So I had a lot of opportunities where I could have been extremely wealthy, but I didn't take the opportunity. So if you're young and you have some money and you look for the opportunities, 20, 30, 40 years from now, you will be very well off. Don't go buy a $600,000 house in California because you can afford it. Go buy a bunch of houses in a lower market in order to rent those houses out and make wealth. And that's how you make wealth, and that's how you become successful. And so I remember when I was in high school, I had a school teacher that was very well off. And it was very rumored he was a millionaire, and he wore plain clothes. He drove a car that was 20 years old, and you name it. I mean, he really didn't. I mean, he did not show any money. So I went to him one day. I said, "I know you're rich. I know you have a lot of houses that you rent out. Why don't you drive a brand new car, a nice car? Why don't you buy some really nice clothes to wear?" And he goes, if you have money or you show any kind of success and you work hard and you get everything and you're successful, there are going to be people that are going to be extremely jealous of you, and those people are going to tear you down. Those people are going to find everything to tear you down. He goes, just live very humbly, show gratefulness, and you will be okay. And it made sense. Why do you need a $500,000 Lamborghini to go to work? You don't. Just live very humbly. So what I wanted to do was, the condos there are about $35,000, $40,000. It's not much. I just got to make sure that everything's legally binding. So if I put the money down and I make payments, then there's no way I could lose it. So that's one thing I got to do. Worst case scenario, I'll have one, and it'll be a retirement property half a mile from the beach. That's the worst case. Worst case, I'll have a condo by the beach in an area that I don't want to be in. It's crime ridden, and I need to get rid of it, and I can't get rid of it, so I probably could rent it out, but that would be that. But truthfully, if I can rent it out the next 2-3 years, I could probably have it paid off and then go buy a second one, and hopefully 5 or 10 years from now have 4 or 5. When I retire, I'm not going to be very super happy because all the opportunities I lost, and my ex-wife really, and 9/11 very bad things that happened to me during those time winds up that I will have a good retirement. So I'm really looking for a retirement. And so basically, I want the property in the Dominican Republic because it's so close to the ocean. My day would just be get up, walk to the ocean, maybe go fishing or something, catch some fish, come home, cook them up. Yeah, that's life. Have my little straw hat, wear some shorts, go to the beach. I think that would be just a good life right there. And 90 Day Fiance, you know, I was going to do a show on 90 Day Fiance when I was there, and I waited and I waited and I waited, and wound up that the time it came supposed to come on in the Dominican Republic, another show came on that I never even heard of, like Ink Queens or something like that, where some women owned a tattoo parlor. So either it came on earlier than I thought, or they don't show it in the Dominican Republic. I don't know what time it was, so I kind of missed out because I sat there for like 2 hours waiting for it to come on TV. So that's the reason I want the Dominican Republic, no other reason. Thailand, I always wanted a condo in Thailand, but it's getting a little on the difficult side. I don't believe you can own the ground floor. I think you can, but only 49% of the condo units can be sold to foreigners, so 51% has to be local national owned. So if you have a condo, or you buying into a condo in a unit, you have to make sure it's less than 49% owned by foreigners, or you cannot buy. If you buy it, then it's not going to go through and you may lose a lot of money. Then you have to show where the money came from. Basically, say like you wired in from the United States, you have to prove that money came in from the United States. And there's no financing. The homeowners association goes by how big your unit is. So if you got 1,000 square feet, you're going to be paying more than someone paying 400 square feet. So that's kind of the way it goes there. And the condos in Thailand, for some reason, have not been selling well to people overseas. So it's a stagnant growth. And it's not that I want somebody to, it's not that I want a thing where I can sell. I just want to rent them out. I just want to rent them out and then make money on it. So if I could just buy 1, 2, then rent those out and use that money to basically buy another one, or I have retirement money coming in, that's the way to do it. So if you're young, think of it that way. Make money work for you. Show some gratefulness and have a plan where you're not going to. And don't let, if you see an opportunity, take it, because if you don't take it 10 years from now, that opportunity may have been long gone, and you won't realize how much opportunity you had and what you could have had with that. Like I said, I could have been a millionaire 10 times over if I just jumped on some of these. So that's what I'm doing now. Even though I know that some of these things, we'll see. Thank you.